Come to the zoo, it's what we do. Always walk back. Come to the zoo, it's what we do. Always walk back. Always walk back. Come to the zoo, it's what we do. Always walk back. There's plenty to tell you with Jack's Animal Fun Facts. Jack's Animal Fun Facts. Jack's Animal Fun Facts. Ah, hey everybody, Jack here from Jack's Animal Fun Facts. And boy, am I glad and you came to see me. Today, uh, I'm going to share with you about a special animal right here that is right on my That's right, the giant panda. In the cuteness Olympics, the panda is the all-time best. I know he's a favorite of the Chinese people, but I know all about giant pandas. In fact, I have some. For example, here. I know I left for a moment, but I've got this book here from the Coronado Public Library. And it has facts about pandas. Giant pandas live in China in Eastern Asia. People in China call the panda bear Dang Xiaomao, which means big bear cat. He had long claws like a cat, but is very bearish. And what people had disagreement that it might be a large raccoon without a ringed tail or a black and white bear. But the answer, it's a member of the bear family after observing scientific work. In fact, a long time ago, people told stories of a big, cuddly, black and white bear with a taste for bamboo. And that is the giant panda they were talking about. They may be slow, but they can be fast trotting here. Great sense of smell and hearing, and they make different sounds. They make growls and snorts when they're threatened, or barks to communicate and saying hello. They make 11 different sounds, barks, growls, and squeals. They also communicate by rubbing scent glands on trees. Scratching, rubbing a smell marks their turf. They let other pandas know whose home they are. In fact, they don't need to fight for territory at all. Better negotiate than battle. It's called diplomacy. Although they eat mostly bamboo, which is practically, they also eat grass, vines, and honey. According to Pumbaa the warthog from The Lion King, pandas used to be omnivorous, but then through evolution, they adapted to eating bamboo here, which explains why. Great tree climbers and strong swimmers. They're playful and athletic. They can even do a somersault. I'm good at all of those. They don't have to sleep in a regular place. They do sleep on the ground, but they great sleeping in a hollow tree or up in the branches. They can sleep for about half the day, or just about in 4 hours, in 2 or 4 hours at a time. Their dens made are in a cave or among rocks or in a hollow tree filled with lined with bamboo twigs and grass. It's a perfect place here to have their cubs. Perfectly natural. However, in the wild, they give birth to one cub, but in zoos, it depends. So they give one or two, so only the zookeepers handle it. Or other professionals in a panda center. When a baby panda is born, it is the size of a banana or a kitten, and only weighs 3 ounces. They only stay in the den for 5 months. When a baby panda is born, it has pink skin and white fuzzy fur. Hardly any. She won't get food until 1 week. In 40 days, the cub's eyes open and black and white markings, but mother relocates her cub from one new den to another to keep her cub safe, because even though they're so strong and gentle, well, they can be tough when they feel threatened. The panda is usually solitary, but not always. In fact, they hang out with a friend or a family member once in a while. They don't like to always hang out, be alone. But when it comes to using strength, it's a way to protect themselves from wild dogs or leopards. Mother bears are very protective of their cubs. It takes about 7 months till they're very good at climbing. But in 4 months, it's able to crawl and walk. It's amazing how giant pandas are depending on us to keep them safe. How's that a good thing? Their numbers are increasing. And now people set aside to help protect these endangered animals. Yep, they have set aside large areas in protected wildlife preserves, and while their numbers need help to survive, scientists help in their population. These pandas care for in captivity and study in the wild. It gives science to encourage pandas. Even the young ones keep out. And what I'm saying is, in other places like zoos, people can get to see them, realize how special they really are. Yeah. Pandas are very appealing creatures. A giant panda can stand about 6 feet tall and weigh 300 pounds. In fact, long ago, in many parts of the U.S., the very first ones, Titan and Mahjong, are the first ones in the National Zoo here. I've seen a panda bear named Jolly in the San Diego Zoo at one point in here and brought goodwill for everybody. And Xiaoqiqi and her family, the National Zoo is one thing. But we have to negotiate when it comes to pandas. They are very special to people. Even Brookfield's Chicago Illinois degree, right? However, the giant panda is very special. In fact, according to the state of fact, the giant panda is a great symbol of the WWF, World Wildlife Foundation, and here's the WCS, World Conservation Society. Pretty cool, huh? In fact, I've got two stories I'm going to tell you about. As you might know, the giant panda, or panda bear, is a creature. Is more than that. Oh, people in China, she's working hard to save the panda. The man attempts to bring sinners. Hopefully, they use simple conservation groups to help keep people about endangered animals. Hey, thanks for the help. And do pandas really like bamboo? I'm glad you asked. Before we can get to the state of fact, or the stories, here's a little fact I might want to help you understand. And I think I've got an answer, or located somewhere. Ah, here it is. The answer is hidden here. Here's an example. One day at school, Stanley was playing in the playground when his friend here, little Jane.
Oh, hi, Jane. This is for you. Really?
She invited the boy and his goldfish Dennis to dinner here for tonight, if it's okay with his parents. And you know why she likes pandas? Well, I'm kind of the same way. I cuddle like a panda when I sleep in bed.
But I have lots of pictures of
Panda bears,
and I have a whole lot of
panda bear toys,
some panda bear games, and even a few pairs.
And panda bear pajamas. No wonder pandas are her favorite animal. Or some other friends of mine. Stanley told her about a great big book of everything has giant pandas in it. That giant book full of animal facts will give her information. However, there's a little state of fact you should know. Oh, did you know that giant pandas don't hibernate? Because they have thick fur to keep warm in the winter, the bamboo they eat doesn't give much fat, which is another adaptation. Pardon me, but we humans don't hibernate either, you know. Before I'm about to get excited. She heard the mentioning Charmaine, which made him very nervous. When he got home, he asked his mom for advice, but she encouraged him and to ask what was wrong. You never know if you decide to like it or not. You try it, she said. Maybe to you.
You'll never know for sure until you give it a try.
When his dad called out, off they started. And off he started. And late that evening,
I don't know about this.
Don't worry, Stanley,
said Dennis. When Jane opened the door, she was glad to see them on time.
Hi, Dennis. You're looking very handsome tonight, Dennis.
Oh, me? Oh, that's very kind of you to say.
Come in and take your shoes off.
And off he started. Her parents were excited to see her. As you could see here, the girl has a Chinese heritage. When he met his mom and dad, they were very happy to meet him. Even Dennis, who for calling him a little fishy friend. Her father asked him to show him the garden, and off they went to look around.
That's a very lovely home you.
While Dennis was having a conversation with the goldfish, Jane here showed her the bamboo. And Stanley, the bamboo.
So different from what your dad showed us. This is what the
True. Here's
plant we eat.
this the bud of the bamboo,
That's the bud
and before the stalk. Is it true that pandas eat a lot of bamboo? Well, they decided to find out the answer straight away. And allow me to elaborate. This is a good start. They jumped into the book. China is not only where the panda lives, this is also where the Great Wall of China is too.
Wall of China. Wow. Really? This is a wall? It's huge.
It should be. It's the largest human-made structure in the world.
But where are the pandas? Stanley opened his stethoscope and looked around. And then
Wait.
they found one in the bamboo forests.
Wow. Look at him. He's so cute and cuddly looking. Hey.
And there are lots of bamboo in this bamboo forest. He sure eats a lot of it. Pandas have cute round faces because they have strong jaw muscles for crunching bamboo here. And he eats plenty of it. A panda bear can eat 30 pounds of bamboo in a single day. That's a huge salad or 100 hamburgers in a pile. Pandas grab for that plant. As you can see, that the panda bear has an unusual thumb. Here, the panda has an unusual thumb, here, which used to help hold the bamboo while it's eating. Can you find the leaf that matches the ones in the bamboo?
Is it this? This? Or this?
Good looking.
This leaf matches the leaves on the bamboo.
Good job.
That panda bear sure does seem to enjoy eating bamboo.
Yep, and he needs to eat a lot. Because of one thing here, and it's a little serious state of fact. The bamboo has cyanide in it. And did you know there are 1,100 kinds of bamboo? Well, it's a plant. And even though we know this, here's a fact. The unusual thumb, it's actually a rigid extension. And for x-ray, the wrist bone that evolved into a thumb. See this? I didn't skip a page, but I didn't want you to miss out. Stanley was surprised to see that.
I don't get it. Why would...
It's your main source of food here, after all, Stanley.
But it's a tree.
Actually, Stanley, it's not a tree.
It's a type of grass. It's the fastest growing plant in the world. It grows 4 feet each day. It takes a lot of days to get 100 feet tall here and to reach that far. And while in some parts and in gardens, bamboo can be sustainable, used like ancient medicine and furniture. But we always have to be considerate of the bamboo's habitat.
The chairs in our garden are made of bamboo. Used for so many other things.
Speaking of which,
We should be getting back.
and hurry, we'll be late. And off they went. Then there was trouble. When they got home, they noticed the panda got out of the book. A panda's too big to fit in her bedroom. He's looking for bamboo shoots.
My room isn't big enough for a real one. What are we going to do? Come on, panda bear. Time to get back into the book.
It's not working.
He'll ruin the garden.
He's picking a bonsai tree, but Stanley had an idea. He picked some bamboo leaves from the ground and put it on the book as to lure the panda back. Here, panda bear.
Come and get it.
That's it. Come this way. It worked.
Bravo! Good job, Stanley.
Yep, back in the P for Panda section. Phew.
That was a great idea. You saved the garden. I can't believe the way that panda went after the bamboo. He must really like that stuff.
Pandas do, Stanley. very good after this in the end. And while they're having chow mein today, they were talking about traditional things here. It's just like the Panda Express here, especially Chinese restaurant I go to. Pretty neat, huh? And while pandas like bamboo shoots,
That's true. In fact, it's one of the only ingredients. The giant panda eats mostly bamboo shoots.
they're important. You wouldn't enjoy only one type meal, would you? Nah, don't even think about it. And
Oh boy, fortune cookie.
hey, they may be American stuff, but there's one good thing here: experience and wisdoms. Late that night, it was time for bed. Harry and Elsie were talking to him about how well it went today. Well, they found a lot about pandas, and they learned it never hurts to try new things when you learn stuff. And speaking of which, here's a little note from the fortune cookie. It says,
You
"You
are a
source of wisdom
and
and strength
that
to
is
those around you and try new things." Yeah, what a start. It is quite of a start indeed. And speaking of which, here's what happened. In this book, Adventures Riley, Project Panda, it all began like this. One day, Riley got a postcard from his Uncle Max, the conservationist, with some bad news. A giant panda was missing in China's famous Wolong Panda Reserve. And ever since the visit to National Zoo here, besides bamboo, they give him biscuits and apples, for example. See, there's little Kaoji right in here. And there's Shallywoo. Quite a cutie, isn't he? Where's the she here? When he accepted the trip, it took 2 long days to get to China. Until when they arrived in Beijing, which is downtown of China, they saw amazing sights. But he forgot his shoes, so you had to wear purple ones. The reserve is 8 miles away, just west, he said. So they began their search in the Zhouji Valley. And that's Zhouji Valley, Chan. Sorry, it's old Chinese for in English, say hello, but in Chinese, we say ni hao. Pandas prefer to live high up in the nearby mountains, but they wandered down for food and warmth. They offered Riley purple sweaters instead of the usual red ones. He hesitated for a while, but his feet were getting very sore when they arrived in a nearby village. Eventually, he agreed to try. His cousin Alice teased him. Maybe purple is your color after all, he laughed. Walking along the wooden boardwalk, they passed some most beautiful lakes, some waterfalls they've ever seen here. Riley's feet was feeling much better. During the search around, as you might know, besides strong jaw muscles and molar teeth, even sharp teeth in the front for eating bamboo, they also feature bamboo has something called cyanide, which is a poison, but the microbes in the stomach intestines have a special digestive system that handles it, which explains how they're immune to it and eat a lot here for energy. They found some clues, and no, it's not that golden snub-nosed monkey. Look, chewed up bamboo and footprints, which mean it went that direction. Is that a good thing? Well, there are 25 types of bamboo. Another thing here is that Riley started pulling out his camera, and when he looked through, he took a about to take a picture, when suddenly something looked back at him and got a perfect one, quite by accident, accidentally knocked the notes from his uncle. Oops. What was that? It was just a red panda. It was before the giant panda bear was discovered, although it's not really panda-ish, but it does have paws like one and it's bamboo like that too.